Well, morning everyone. It's about 6:30 in the morning, sun's just rising, and I'm going to spend the morning after Tench. I've come into this little corner on my local Tench pond, and there's bubbles everywhere, so that's why I've chose this corner. It's a lovely morning, no wind at the moment, the birds are singing, the fish are bubbling, so let's get fishing. Right, well, I'm all set up in this little corner. I've thrown some hemp and small pellets out in the area, and there's a few fish fizzing over it already, so it looks like I could catch a few. Tackle today is my 11-foot float rod. Now today I've got, instead of my normal centre pin, you can see I've got a fixed ball reel here. Now it's a bit of a special fixed ball reel. This is my dear old dad's fishing reel, which he used to use when he was able to fish. Sadly these days he's a little bit poorly and unable to fish, but I'm hoping to get him out on the bank when he gets better soon, hopefully. In the meantime, I'm going to try and catch a few fish today on his old fishing reel. I've loaded it up with some 6-pound line, which I also borrowed off of him. Small regular float there, and hook bait today, a nice juicy lobworm. I'm hoping that's going to keep the small stuff, you know, the small roach and rudd and tiny little perch at bay. Hopefully I'll only catch tench, carp and maybe a crucian. So here goes the first cast, and let's hope we have an enjoyable morning. Well, I hope you can see that out there, but the area is absolutely alive with bubbles all around my float. I hooked a fish just now and it came straight off. I think it was a carp. But other than that, just a few little dips of the float. But I'm expecting it to go any moment now. Now look, bobbing again. Got to go, look at those bubbles, it's ridiculous. It's like a jacuzzi out there. Lost a nice tench. I saw it too, big 5-pounder. And there's the first fish. On my dad's reel, little mirror carp. Now let's see if we can get that tench. It's a start, I suppose. Smallest tench I've ever seen. But at least it's a tench. getting a few of these today, but just can't seem to get the tench. Apart from that one little one and a lost decent one on the first cast, I'm struggling to get through to them today. But at least I'm getting some bites. Finally got a nice one, a nice 5-pound tench here on my float fish worm. Didn't think I was going to get a decent one today, but finally got this nice fish, so happy with that. See if I can get another one now. Well, how about that one then? That's a really good fish for this little pond. This is just under 7 pounds, this one. So it's a good 6, this one. I'm well pleased with this one. I was pleased enough with the last one, but to go and get this one sort of 5 or 10 minutes after the other one, a nice 5-pounder, and now I've got a good 6 here, and they're still fizzing out there, you know, so there could be more to come. So much fizzing around that float. It's amazing that float's not constantly going, but they obviously know the difference between a hook bait and a free offering. I'm sitting here thinking it's going to go any moment. Actually looks like it's moving now. As that's moved over, now it's stopped. Probably a fish just got caught around the line there. Some nice tench here. Let me just get this thing in the net. Oh, I think that could be the biggest one of the day. How about this one then? This is a right chunky old male tench. It's another 6-pounder and all. Bang on 6 pounds this one is. Maybe an ounce or 2 over, but we'll call it 6. Look at those pelvic fins there sticking out. Distinctive of a male tench there. So quite an ancient looking thing, this one. There you go. What a cracker. Brilliant day's fishing this is. Getting a few now. Another male here. This is quite a small one, probably about 3 pounds, something like that, but it's all action. Another one of those pesky carp. Snaffled my worm, meant for the tench. It's a pretty one though, it's a fully scaled mirror. Look at that for a pretty fish then. Only a small one, but God, imagine this when this gets to 20 pounds. Beautiful fully scaled mirror. It's a tench, just what I was after. how about that? Just what I was after. You know, I've got half an hour left or so, and I just wanted one more tench. And it's another good sized male. This one's completely different. This is a really light green colour, almost like yellowy, got a lot of yellow in it. Whereas the others have been darker green, mottled. I've had all sorts today. I should think this is another 5 pounder, so we'll just have a look at him and then quickly get him back. Well, how about that? It's going unbelievable today. This is the best day's tench fishing I've had for a long time, certainly this year. This is another 5 pound plus. Another male, so the males are feeding today. Lovely proportion fish. Lovely colour. Probably one of the prettiest ones I've had today. Cracking fish. How about that? Now this has really got to be the last one. I said I was going to pack up at 2 o'clock and it's 10 to 2 now. So I'm going to have one more cast after I put this fish back, and then that'll be it. Ended the day with a reasonably small one. This is around about 3.5 pounds, something like that. But still a pretty fish, and exactly what I came here for. So we'll get this one back, have my one last cast, and then I'll be off. Right, well that's just about it now. As I say, I've got the last cast out there now. I'm just tidying up all the gear, and I'll be away in 5 minutes after an absolutely brilliant day on the Tench pond. You know, absolutely love it. Came down here with my old float rod, my dad's old reel. So I caught all of those fish for my dad, so thanks Dad. This one's for you, and I hope you get better soon. You know, my dad's not been too well recently, so my hope is to get him out fishing again one day. And if it's a day like today, then I'm sure he'll enjoy it.